But I think there has to be an understanding of all the talent that went to the NFL. North Carolina is not the program to quickly replace them. And I know we're going to talk about another head coach who's on the hot seat, and it's the same situation they're going through right now. When you lose a De'Ami Brown and you lose a Josh Downs and you lose a Drake May and who's the guy? Sam Howell and De'Ami Brown. These are NFL talents that you don't just have the next guy ready to take over. North Carolina and Mac Brown did a wonderful job of going from Sam Howell to Drake May. That's incredible. And they got so lucky that two guys out of Charlotte were elite quarterbacks that wanted to go there. But that's where it's sort of sometimes I'm like, the expectations need to be realistic. And it isn't going to be a certain program like that is not going to be able to lose that elite talent and just stay on top. There's going to be drops for him to rebuild. So that's where I was kind of like, I mean, I get it, but it's like you got to also know what you're going, the peaks and valleys of your program.
Right. And when you start winning and when you start bringing in this talent, then the expectations rise because to your point, we are an 8-win team. We are that kind of, we've been known as a basketball school, except for these last couple of years. And you talk about the quarterbacks, you talk about the wide receivers. Let's look at the running backs. Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, both those guys got drafted. Even Ty Chandler, who transferred in for 1 year, got drafted and is playing some meaningful minutes, and then now you
get drafted pretty high.
Right. Amarion Hampton's going to get a lot of love. So we see the influx of talent. I think we have a top 10 DN and Ruckus or Runyon. Name escapes me right now. Rucker, yeah. The fact that we are bringing in this talent is great. My little thing, and this is where, there might be a little inside stuff going on. We got to remember, Mac Brown started with North Carolina, abruptly left to Texas, wins the national championship, and then comes back. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, now you're back. Now we're going to handle this our way. Because it's like, dude, we're 6-5. If we were 3 and whatever, or, we're at bowl eligible. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, you can't just let this man play to the end. He's going to go to a daggone bowl game, man. What are y'all?
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. I'm here in North Carolina, so I need to speak softly because I want to make it back to Virginia. But yeah, no, and it's funny. I shared something on my Facebook. My parents are talking about it, that, it's all over the news here that they let him go and then they fired him, all that stuff. But
college football update with your host, Sean Spencer and Alex Lucian.